Praise God for a beautiful Saturday. Thanking Him and praising Him for just waking me up, starting me on my day. And this morning, I really would like to say some things to a lot of people. And hopefully, I'll be able to post this. To my brothers and sisters in Minneapolis, and to the many families that have suffered abuse by the police, I send my condolences, my love, and encouragement. And the encouragement that I want to say is that everything in Minneapolis is looking good. You got police coming out, and they talking, and they saying what they need to say. And it's almost like instead of speaking up for George Floyd, it's like they protecting themselves. Because each one of those persons had to come up there and tell the truth as they saw it. But it may appear to some that this is what they would do because it's right. But they're only doing this because they have to do this. And that's why it looks really good, because no one's done this before. But we got to remember all the people that the police have murdered and nothing has happened to them, and the circumstances as to how they go about smoothing everything over. They already paid $27 million to the family. And I really don't believe that this police officer is anything is going to be done to him other than what he should get. He's not going to get what he should get. And this is going to be another display to us that these people that run this country know that they are losing the grip on it. That's why all this voter suppression is going on. 47 states, I believe they said it was like joined together to pass these laws to suppress the voters of people of color. But I truly believe that if people of color really come together, like that Rainbow Coalition I'm talking about, they still gonna lose. Because they're gonna lose not just because they're losers, but because they're visible losers who are doing everything they can to keep from losing. And all the stuff that they're doing to keep from losing is what's going to cost them everything. Because, see, smart people would figure out some ways to appease the crowd, the population, the people, instead of trying to suppress them so that they can win. The way I feel right now, if people of color, all people of color, white folks too now, come together, everything the Republicans can do, we can beat them because they're cheating. And we need to start picking people who can get those people out of office that are in there acting like they've been there for so long they ain't going nowhere. They got so much power, they don't care what people say or think. Well, see, that's where they making a mistake. Because we are the people, and we need to unite against these people, or we're not gonna win. And I took that from the George Floyd into the voting because we have to watch how they do things before we believe that they're gonna make some changes. And so far, they haven't made any changes whatsoever in how they deal with things. And the Republicans are a prime example of the population that voted for Donald Trump. They're prime people to look at when it's time to shovel dirt And that's what they're doing right now. They're shoveling dirt, and they're trying to make everybody believe that the dirt was a bad election, a rigged election, a stole election, when what they really did was they peeved off the population, and the population got up off their butt and went out and voted. And that's why we won, and that's why we gonna win again. We have to unite and stay united at all costs. And now back to the George Floyd thing. These police officers want us to think that they're good, but they all hold the same interest. And the interest is being police officers puts them in control of something, gives them power. We need to take some of that power away from them. You know, we don't want them to be out there without guns and getting killed. Or we don't want them out there with just tasers. We don't want them out there scuffling and fighting with the population. We want to try and resolve this so that we can work together to resolve everything. But I declare these people are not about fixing anything. They about the other F word, up everything. Fooling up everything. Screwing up everything. So we as people of color have to stick together. Now, if we don't do that, we can't expect nobody else to do nothing, because Joe Biden and that administration is doing what they can, but it's not going to be enough. We had to stick together to do this, or the next 4 years when it comes up, we're not going to be ready no matter what the Republicans do. So we have to stay diligent and pass the word. Go vote when it's time to vote. When it's time to vote for the mayor, go vote if that mayor is not doing nothing that he's supposed to do, and figure out who you're going to vote for before voting comes. Before the day to go vote, know who you're going to vote for. Know who everybody is going to vote for. If some of your family members are not voting for you, for who you voting for, try and convince them why they should. If they don't, their right to vote for who they want to vote for is their right. But we have to understand that democracy is at stake if these people change the way the vote works. Because once they get it to break down on people of color, then all the poor whites and some of the rich whites, they're going to be dropped too. If they don't vote the way the party want them to vote. And that's not democracy. People have to be honest about how they get our votes. And when they get our votes, keep those things that come out of their mouth when they making pledges. It goes for the police, the fire department, EMTs, everybody swear an oath when they deal with the public like that. So pray my strength in the Lord, because trials and tests happen to us all. Pray my strength in the Lord for any trial or any test that I might have to go through. Because I believe the only way to save America is that we stay unified. And if we can't stay unified, it's no need in even talking about what we want or what we need. Or how come we can't have equality like everybody else? If we don't go out and cast our votes when it comes time to vote for mayors, senators, aldermen, all of that, we're going to continue to be in the dumps that we in. And I like to say to the Black Wall Street, I love you. And I'm not going to invest in any other Wall Street. And that's a fact. And all the brothers and sisters that's out there that's going to invest in this Wall Street, watch your money. Because if these people can do something and take all that you got, they're going to do it. Peace out.